You're about to discover that your car has been silently communicating with you for years through dozens of hidden features you've been staring at without understanding. You might think you know your vehicle, but nearly every strange button, mysterious panel, and odd little detail has a specific purpose that's been flying under your radar. You've probably noticed that tiny arrow next to your fuel gauge and wondered what it's doing there. That little triangular arrow is pointing directly to the side of your car where your gas tank is located. If the arrow points left, your fuel door is on the driver's side. If it points right, it's on the passenger side. You'll never again pull up to a gas station and realize you're on the wrong side of the pump. This simple feature eliminates that awkward moment when you have to drive around to the other side or stretch the hose across your car. And here's something you've probably missed. The next time you're filling up, look inside your gas tank door. You'll likely find a small ledge designed specifically to hold your gas cap while you pump, preventing you from setting it down on the dirty ground or forgetting it entirely. You've been adjusting your rearview mirror wrong your entire driving life, and you probably don't even know that little tab at the bottom exists. That tab is a day and night dimmer that's been protecting your eyes from blinding headlights for over 70 years. When you flip that tab toward you, you're not just tilting the mirror, you're changing which surface reflects light back to your eyes. Your rearview mirror isn't flat. The front glass surface sits at an angle to the back mirrored surface, creating a wedge shape with the thicker edge at the top. During normal day driving, you see the bright reflection from the silvered back surface. But when you flip the tab for night mode, you're repositioning the mirror so headlights bounce off that back surface away from your eyes while you see a much dimmer image reflected from the front glass surface. Only about 4% of the incoming light. This ingenious solution came from General Motors' guide lamp division in the early 1950s, though many modern cars now use electrochromic mirrors that automatically darken when they detect bright lights behind you. You've been looking at those strange little rubber hairs on your tires and assuming they're just manufacturing defects. Those tiny whiskers, technically called vent spews, are created during the tire manufacturing process when the tread pattern mold is pressed into new rubber. They mark the exact spots where air and gases escape from the mold, ensuring your tire has no trapped bubbles or imperfections that could compromise its structural integrity. You can safely remove these rubber whiskers if they bother you. They serve no purpose once the tire leaves the factory. Many car show enthusiasts take pride in carefully clipping them off for a cleaner appearance. But if you leave them on, you're carrying a visible sign that your tire was manufactured correctly with proper pressure release that contributes to a safer final product. You've been staring at those black dots around your windshield every time you drive, and you've probably assumed they're just decorative. Those dots create a rougher surface for the adhesive that holds your windshield in place. Your windshield isn't held by metal trim like cars from the 1950s, but by a strong adhesive that needs texture to grip properly. Second, those dots shield the adhesive from harmful ultraviolet radiation that would otherwise break down the bond and potentially cause your windshield to fail. Third, they control temperature distribution. The solid black band heats up faster than the transparent glass, which could create optical distortion. The gradual transition from solid black to smaller dots creates a more even temperature distribution when the glass is being shaped, preventing the lensing effect that would distort your vision. You've probably noticed another cluster of dots right behind your rearview mirror. Those dots are specifically positioned to block sunlight from streaming through the gap between your two sun visors, giving you additional glare protection where your regular visors can't reach. You've been treating your headrest like a pillow, but its primary life-saving purpose is preventing whiplash by limiting how far your head can snap backward during a rear-end collision. A properly positioned headrest can reduce your risk of neck injury by up to 43%, which means it's potentially saved thousands of people from serious spinal damage. You might have heard that headrests can be used as emergency window breakers, but this is mostly a myth. While it's technically possible to break glass with a headrest metal posts, this was never an intended design feature, and you could waste precious time trying to make it work in a real emergency. If your car is sinking, you have between 30 to 90 seconds before complete submersion. You need proper emergency tools, not improvised solutions. You've probably noticed that small square panel on your front bumper and assumed it's just styling. Behind that panel is a threaded socket called a tow eye. If you ever need to be towed, the tow truck driver will pop off this cover and screw in a proper tow hook, making the process much safer than trying to attach chains to random parts of your car's undercarriage. You'll likely find similar covers on your rear bumper as well. Pickup trucks don't need these because they have room for permanent metal tow hooks near the grille. You've been shifting your automatic transmission thousands of times, times, but you've probably never noticed the tiny slot near your gear shifter. That's the shift lock release, and it's your escape route if your battery dies while your car is in park. When your car loses power, the transmission locks in park as a safety feature. But if you need to push your car out of traffic or onto a tow truck, you can insert a screwdriver into this hidden slot to manually release the gear shifter and move it to neutral. You've been buckling your seatbelt for years, but you've probably never paid attention to that plastic button sewn into the belt itself. That retainer button prevents the metal latch plate from sliding too far down the belt when you're not wearing it. This keeps the buckle at the perfect height between your armpit and waist, so you can grab it easily with one smooth motion instead of fishing around for it down by your hip. You've been grabbing those handles above your doors during sharp turns, but you're not using them for their intended purpose. You call them "oh no" handles, but they're actually designed to help you get out of the vehicle once it's stopped, not to brace yourself while driving. They're positioned to give you leverage when you're pulling yourself up and out of the seat, particularly helpful for older passengers or anyone exiting a taller vehicle. You can use them to stabilize yourself during rough driving, but their primary engineering purpose is exit assistance, and those smaller plastic hooks nearby are garment hooks, specifically designed for hanging dry cleaning and dress clothes that would wrinkle if you wore them while driving. Your doors have multiple drain holes along their bottom edge, designed to let water escape after it inevitably gets inside. Every time you drive through rain or get a car wash, water flows into your door cavity through various openings. Most doors have a wet side and a dry side separated by a vapor barrier, and those drain holes ensure water flows out instead of pooling inside where it could cause rust or electrical problems. You've been seeing those black squiggly lines under your truck bed and thinking they're just grip tape. They serve three purposes: structural support to prevent the bed from warping under heavy loads, improved cargo traction so your stuff doesn't slide around, and efficient water drainage that channels moisture toward factory drain holes to prevent rust and pooling. That snowflake symbol on your dashboard isn't decoration, it's your ice warning system, alerting you when sensors detect conditions that could mean hidden ice between your tires and the road. You need to slow down and drive more carefully when this light appears. That icon of a car with squiggly lines underneath shows your stability control system in action. When this light flashes, your car's sensors have detected potentially dangerous road conditions and automatically applied individual brakes or adjusted engine power to keep you in control. If this light keeps coming on, you're driving on treacherous terrain and need to reduce your speed. You might have seen a coffee cup symbol on your dashboard and wondered if your car is suggesting a caffeine break. That's a drowsiness alert system that monitors your driving patterns and steering inputs. If the system detects erratic driving that suggests fatigue, it recommends you pull over and rest. Some advanced systems even use cameras to monitor your eye movements and head position, alerting you the moment they detect signs you're falling asleep. There's a traditional metal key hidden inside your key fob. Look for a small button or latch on the side of your remote. When you activate it, a physical key blade slides out. This gives you manual access to your car if the electronic system fails or the fob battery dies. You'll need this key to unlock your door the old-fashioned way and access the manual keyhole that's usually hidden behind a cover on your door handle. Buried in your audio settings is a feature called Speed Volume Control. When activated, it uses your speedometer to automatically increase volume as you accelerate and decrease it as you slow down, compensating for road noise so your music maintains consistent audibility without constant manual adjustment. Many modern cars have adaptive headlights that actually turn with your steering wheel. These aren't just aimed forward, they pivot to illuminate the space you're turning into rather than continuing to light up the road you're leaving behind. The system works off sensors connected to your steering wheel, with the headlights tilting deeper as you turn further, giving you better visibility through curves and around corners. Your rear wiper automatically activates when you put your car in reverse while your front wipers are running. This automatic activation ensures you maintain visibility in all directions during precipitation, without having to remember to turn on multiple wiper systems. Many modern cars use color-coded caps and components to simplify maintenance. Instead of guessing which reservoir holds which fluid, you can consult your owner's manual to understand what each color represents. This system makes it easier for non-mechanics to identify the correct location for oil, coolant, brake fluid, and other essential fluids. That extra mirror near the ceiling in minivans and SUVs allows front seat occupants to monitor monitor rear passengers without turning around, particularly useful for parents keeping an eye on children during long drives. Some advanced systems like Honda's Cabin Watch even use cameras to display rear seat activity on a screen at the touch of a button. The Dodge Journey has a hidden compartment under the passenger seat and removable storage bins under the floor behind the front row. Land Rover Discovery hides a storage area behind the climate control panel. Some Skoda models even have a dedicated umbrella holder built into the front door, a full-size slot that keeps an umbrella handy without taking up interior space. You've been driving a marvel of hidden engineering that's been silently working to keep you safe, comfortable, and informed. Every strange button, mysterious panel, and odd little detail in your car has been carefully designed to solve specific problems you face as a driver. From that tiny arrow preventing gas station embarrassment to sophisticated safety systems monitoring your drowsiness, your vehicle has been looking out for you in ways you never realized. The next time you get in your car, take a moment to really look around. You're sitting in a machine that contains dozens of thoughtful solutions to everyday driving challenges, each one the result of decades of engineering evolution and customer feedback. Your car has been trying to communicate with you all along. Now you finally know what it's been saying. Those features are already sitting in your car right now. Thanks for watching.